All right, let's see how sharp you really are. 10 questions, no hints, no second chances. I'll give you the statement. You decide fact or fiction. Think fast, trust your instincts, and keep score because compliance monitoring is one of the most misunderstood areas of governance. Ready? Let's test your knowledge. Question 1. Here's your first statement. Compliance monitoring is only necessary for heavily regulated industries. The answer is fiction. Compliance monitoring benefits organizations of every size and industry. While regulations may differ, all businesses face risks related to policies, procedures, ethics, contracts, data protection, and operational controls. Monitoring helps organizations identify issues before they become serious problems. Question 2. Next statement. Compliance monitoring helps organizations identify issues before regulators or auditors find them. The answer is fact. One of the primary objectives of compliance monitoring is proactive risk identification. Effective monitoring programs help organizations discover weaknesses, control failures or policy breaches early, reducing regulatory, financial, and reputational risks. Question 3. A compliance monitoring program should only review financial activities. The answer is fiction. Modern compliance monitoring covers much more than finance. Organizations often monitor cybersecurity controls, third-party relationships, data privacy, operational processes, employee conduct, conflicts of interest, outsourcing arrangements, and regulatory obligations. Question 4. Pay attention to this one. Risk-based monitoring focuses more attention on higher-risk activities and areas. The answer is fact. Risk-based monitoring is considered a best practice. Instead of reviewing everything equally, organizations prioritize resources toward areas with greater regulatory exposure, higher financial impact, or increased operational risk. Question 5. We're halfway there. Once a monitoring plan is approved, it should remain unchanged throughout the year. The answer is fiction. Business environments change constantly. New regulations, emerging risks, incidents, acquisitions, technology changes, and market developments may require organizations to adjust their monitoring plans to remain effective. Question 6. Let's raise the difficulty. Technology and automation can improve the effectiveness of compliance monitoring. The answer is fact. Modern monitoring programs increasingly use automation, analytics, dashboards, workflow tools, and artificial intelligence to review larger volumes of data, identify trends, detect anomalies, and improve reporting efficiency. Question 7. This one catches people off guard. If no issues are found during monitoring, the monitoring activity was unnecessary. The answer is fiction. Finding no issues can be a positive result. It may indicate that controls are functioning properly. Monitoring provides assurance to management, boards, regulators, and stakeholders that important processes are being reviewed and validated. Question 8. Stay focused. Compliance monitoring findings often lead to corrective actions and process improvements. The answer is fact. Monitoring is not simply about identifying problems. The real value comes from implementing corrective actions, strengthening controls, improving efficiency, and reducing future risk exposure across the organization. Question 9. Almost there. Compliance monitoring is solely the responsibility of the compliance department. The answer is fiction. While compliance teams often coordinate monitoring activities, accountability belongs to the entire organization. Business units, management teams, risk functions, control owners, and leadership all play important roles in maintaining compliance. Question 10. This is the final question, and it's the one that surprises most people. A strong compliance monitoring program can become a competitive advantage for an organization. The answer is fact. Organizations with mature compliance monitoring programs often operate more efficiently, identify risks faster, build greater stakeholder trust, and demonstrate stronger governance. Investors, clients, regulators, and partners increasingly prefer working with organizations that can prove effective oversight and accountability. Compliance monitoring is no longer just about avoiding problems. It can help create resilience, credibility, and long-term business success. All right, how did you do? Drop your score in the comments. Be honest, 8 or more? You're ahead of most people when it comes to compliance monitoring and governance. Less than that? Now you know what many professionals overlook. Hit like, subscribe, and come back for the next challenge. For more governance, oversight, compliance, and risk management insights, visit MPG, My Premium Governance. Because knowing more is how you stay ahead.